Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start here with Jackson. $15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach.
And now the Ravens set to go on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On the draw, this is Davis. And it's a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now it's Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. CeeDee Lamb, 45 yards. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're ahead 7 points. Your opponent has the football on their own 45-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis,
who will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Tie game 7-7. But you've driven into opponent territory, 1st and 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He was held without a kick. But he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Texans. Emmitt Smith. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have broken the tie. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're ahead by 4. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. And it's 1st and 10. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And he's got room. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're only down 3 points. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Room here to run. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To throw is Fields. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They set up the screen to Emmitt. Touchdown! Emmitt Smith from 8 yards out. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're leading. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. And down he goes It's a coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After the sack on first down, Goff on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. Gets around him. Touchdown, Houston. It's a sensational run there by Kyler Murray. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. You lead by a touchdown. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. And it's 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're all tied at 21. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Touchdown! Deion Jackson, 75 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now...
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Deion Jackson from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. Got a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Denver's offense now set to go. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid the...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Fields, a 15-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Take it at the 37. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They run on first down with Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down a field goal. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And touchdown! Lawrence Cajun, 75 yards, as they have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got him, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Kelly. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Jackson. Trucks up. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Deion Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball.
Welcome back live to Orlando. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves
touchdown. Michael Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this one too low.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's taken down back at his own 7. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just change. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now defense. Do you play aggressively, or do you lay back a little bit and try and calm things down?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Off the squib kick, he corrals it inside the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened down here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
You